We're all just so amazed by that last graph. Solving systems with a graph. We just did that. What are our steps for solving by graphing? What do you think we should do first?
Find the length times width.
How about we just graph both the equations? Graph both the equations. We're just saying the steps in general. We're going to graph both equations. After we graphed both equations, what did we look for after that? The point of intersection. The point of intersection. There could be 1, there could be 2, there could be 3. What if we got no points of intersection?
Then you can't do it.
Right. Then that means we have no solution. Whoop. What if the graphs are the same? What if I graph it and they're on top of each other?
Then it's many solutions.
Many solutions, infinite solutions. Good. We're tying it back to earlier this year. We have some methods for solving with algebra. We did this a couple units ago. What are some methods to solve with algebra? We did graphing. There was 4 of them. Graphing. You guys remember? Oh boy. Remember substitution? Substitution. There was another one, another algebra method we could use. You had to line up the standard form equations. What was that called? We were kind of subtracting. We were doing elimination. We were eliminating a variable. Just note, we don't have all the tools yet for nonlinears. Keyword is yet. We're getting there this year. For nonlinear equations, we're going to continue exploring them. And in number 1, we're going to Desmos. We're going to do some Desmos together because I'm going to find the solution to a square root, right? The first one's a square root function. What's the second function here? Absolute value. Absolute value equation. Can you get out your Chromebooks? We're all going to practice Desmos. We're all going to practice Desmos. Can you get out your Chromebooks, please? We're all doing this together. Desmos.com. Desmos.com. Please don't. If you have another window open for like physics or something, we want a fresh Desmos slate. We don't want any other equations or words or stuff in there. So we're going to go to Desmos.com. We're going to type in these 2 equations. Graphing. We want graphing, so we want our screen to look like this. Yeah. If you hit this gearbox, I'm going to show you how to change some settings. We're not shopping. We're going to Desmos.com. You ready? Ready?
Wait, where do you go?
You're not shopping? What are you doing? Check graphing. Oh. Hold on.
I don't know.
Did you guys not type Desmos.com? Oh, I see. Sorry. Graphing calculator. Sorry. Click graphing calculator. My bad. Are we all here now? Click this gear button. Click the gear button. We're going to change some things. We're not going to do minor grid lines. That's too much. Are you with me? Unclick minor grid lines. When it says step on the x-axis, can you put 1? It says step on the y-axis, can you put 1? And now I get nice grid marks. Do you see that? The nice 1x1 grids that you all love. Do we got that? Go over here and click y equals. Now the first one is a square root. Can you click this keyboard up button? Do you see that keyboard up button? I'm going to turn off the lights to help us here. Yes. Oh, that's, oh no.
That's good.
Oh no, now it's fine.
Yeah, just leave it off.
Okay. Click the square root. Find that square root, click it. And we hit the keyboard button. Right here, there's a keyboard button. You can put it up or down. It has special keys. And now I'm going to hit X. And in our equation, it says plus 1. It says plus 1. So you can do plus 1. Now, here's the tricky part. You need to arrow out. Do you see under functions, there's a right arrow? Arrow out of the function. And now we're going to do minus 2 on the outside. Minus 2. It should not be under the square root. And I'm going to change my projector mode so it's a little bigger. There we go. Do you have that first equation up there? Did it graph it in a color for you?
Wait, how did you do that?
Oh, you're going to do y equals. There's an absolute value symbol down here. X minus 5. And then I have to arrow out to get outside of the absolute value. Minus 2. Okay? You can hide the keyboard after that. Right now we're looking for the solutions. Where are my solutions? Where are my solutions? 3, 0 and 8, 1. So my points of intersections are 3, 0 and 8, 1. Can you write that down for your check for understanding? We just solved it by graphing for our check for understanding. Because I can replace y with what?
3x.
With 3x. We're going to do substitution. Will you write this down, please? We're going to do substitution. We're going to replace the y squared in that first equation with 3x. And now I'm going to write this equation. Instead of y squared, I have 3x squared. Okay? That square is on the outside of the parentheses. I have to square everything inside. What's 3 squared? 9. What's x squared? Right, so I have 9x squared. I have an x squared plus 9x squared. How many x squares do I have total then? 10 of them. So I'm going to continue solving them. Combine like terms. What do you think we should do next to get x alone?
Divide both sides by 10.
Great. Let's divide both sides by 10. X squared equals 4. What's my last step here? Do the thingy. Do the square root. When I square root, what happens? It cancels out the exponent. Do I have 1 or 2 answers? 2. X is 2 and x is? Fantastic. What I'd like you to do right now is number 3 with your team. It says solve the system using whichever method you like. Do you want to graph it on Desmos? Do you want to solve it by hand? I'm going to let you choose right now.